In this video, we're talking about capitalizing on opportunity and what I got in my Black Friday weekend haul. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video with Swaggle. And in this video, I wanted to share with you guys what I got over the weekend. I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware that, it was Black Friday and there were a lot of deals out there. I hope you guys scored big with your purchases. I unfortunately only had time to go to one store, so I didn't get too much stuff, but I did land some things that I think are pretty cool. But before I get into that, I just wanted to give a big shout out to the new people of the channel. I got a few new subscribers over the weekend, and a lot of it is in thanks to Just a Rican and his comics. If you guys don't know, he's another comic book YouTube content creator, and he does awesome videos, and he reached out to me recently and gave a big shout out. So big props to him. If you guys want to check out another awesome creator, go check him out. Again, it's Just a Rican and his comics. Yeah, so let's get into what I found this weekend at my local comic book store, and they were having a 20% off sale. So I feel like I got a lot of deals with that. And, and as we kind of talk about that stuff, I want to share with you guys just what I was thinking today, which is this idea of carpe diem, capitalizing on the moment, seizing opportunities when you have them, because some of these books that I picked up aren't really stuff that I had really been targeting in any sort of way. They're not my end game, if you will, in terms of what I am looking to collect, but they were interesting pickups. And for now, I'm going to hold on to them, but I have a feeling that I'm actually going to trade them later on, because for me, again, if you referencing my Grail video, if they don't spark joy, then I don't want to hold them in my collection. So, but let's before we kind of go down that route, let's talk about what I picked up. So I only got 5 books here, but I think that they're pretty cool. So the first one I have here is Daredevil 150. And this is the first appearance of Paladin, kind of a B tier character. B tier is giving him a lot more credit. I'd probably call him a C tier character, but I picked up this book because I thought he's an interesting character that, as again, we continue to talk about SPEC and characters coming into the MCU and things like that. He's one that I could easily see popping up in a Disney Plus show. And the price was only $6, so I feel like I had to grab it. Another one I got here is Spectacular Spider-Man number 9. This is the first appearance of White Tiger. This is a cool one because recently it's been trending. If you guys don't know, in the news, it was announced that they cast somebody as a villain in Black Panther 2. And a lot of people are thinking that White Tiger might be that character. So there's been a lot of movement here. And for $4, I had to pick it up so I could potentially put it out in the market, or hold on to it until it's an official announcement. But it was a cool find that I got. All right, the next one here I got is Amazing Spider-Man 344. This is the first appearance of Cardiac, who is this character here. And it is also the first cameo appearance of Cletus Cassidy, who later becomes Carnage. And this is a cool comic. I had an emotional connection to this one because I think I had this back in the day, but I lost it. So I don't know. I don't know where my issue went. But I remember being a kid and seeing this cover and how drawn I was to it. And this one has gone up. It's gotten kind of hot recently. And I found this for it was $5. Actually, it was $6, but because it was 20% off, got it down to around 5-ish. Well, my math is totally off, I know, but basically $5, and which was pretty cool. I mean, considering that book is going for, I don't know, $30 on eBay or so on and so forth. So that was a pretty cool pickup. This next one I got is Avengers 82. No real significance to this book, but I'm a big fan of old Avengers stuff. Like, I like seeing those 12 and 15 cents up there. And this was just an awesome cover. I mean, I had never seen it before, really. So when I was flipping through, I just was immediately drawn to it. I mean, it's got the Avengers Assemble, probably the first time Daredevil was in an Avengers comic book. And yeah, again, I just really like looking at it. All right, and then the last pickup I got here is Avengers Annual 10. I'm sure a lot of you guys know this is the first appearance of Rogue. I also think this is the first Mystique on the cover. And also notoriously kind of in the comic book community is memed on as being the absolute worst cover in the history of comics. And I tend to agree with that a little bit. This cover looks terrible. But it's a significant book because obviously it's the first appearance of Rogue. It's in an Avengers title, and it's a lot thicker than I realized. But this book was only $22. I got this, and so that was pretty cool because it was on sale. I got it on a good deal, and I guess that kind of takes me to what I really wanted to talk about in this video, which was this idea of, capitalizing on opportunities. I went into the comic book store this weekend to hopefully find something that I could put on my wall or really, read or enjoy, or things that I was specifically targeting. And unfortunately, they didn't have anything in there. So on the one hand, I could have just left the store and walked out and said, oh, okay, it is what it is. But the deals were too good. It was 20% off of already stuff that was decently priced to sell anyways. So I had to pull the trigger. I had to pick up some of these books. And ultimately with the goal being that, I'm likely going to move these. Now, I know that, flipping comic books could be seen as something that's a little bit negative in our community. But I'm one to think that it's actually very healthy for keeping the community active and getting books out there. If in a way you could spin it as like I'm providing a service for someone who is after this book, that would never have discovered it in this random comic book store that I went to, I'm going to allow that person to find it online at a price that is fair market value, because I'm not trying to get rich off this stuff. I'm just trying to put it out there into the market. And so that's something that I think is really important in our hobby. You always see people or comic book stores or comic book traders, they always are saying, always buying, always buying, always buying. And, the old adage of you got to spend money to make money is really true in comic book collecting. I mean, you have to find good value books in order to turn those in order to turn those profits into the comics that you ultimately really want. And that's a lot of the reason why I picked up these 5 books. For me, I think they were kind of cool. I'll definitely give them a read. I'll give them a look through, and I'll enjoy them for a little bit. But for me, I essentially am just putting my money into these comics that I found at good deals in my local comic book store, and I'm investing in them as a way to eventually move that money into something else, a book that I really, really want. So that's something that I encourage all you guys to do out there. I mean, if you guys have your goals and your targets and you want to pursue certain comic books, you do need to sort of be looking out for good deals, looking to buy so that you can trade later on. And that's really going to be the best way to get you to your goals. I mean, not to reiterate something that I was talking about in another video I had, which is how to pursue GRAILS on a budget. A lot of it is looking for opportunity and capitalizing on it. And hey, Black Friday weekend, great time to do it. And it's great because, for the local comic book stores, you're getting their inventory in and out. You want to create that market within them. And by proxy, you're creating the secondary market online, which overall helps the community and keeps it alive. So anyways, I just wanted to share what comic books I picked up. Let me know, guys, what you guys picked up this weekend. I would love to see. Shoot me a comment, give me a like, give me a new subscribe if you guys are enjoying my content, and let's keep the conversation going. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.